Steve Burton is having the time of his life. The General Hospital star not only tied the knot with his ladylove Michelle Lundstrom, but also honeymooned with her in fabulous Hawaii. He's truly taking things to the next level and has been sharing advice on social media about how one can better themselves. He's often discovering new things that he wished he knew when he was younger and is absorbing knowledge like a sponge. He recently celebrated a milestone and shared with the fans how he's tackling life in spectacular fashion. General Hospital's Steve Burton wrote on Instagram, "Life is a blessing. Wow, wow. 55. Thank you for all the day wishes. Grateful for the road that got me here. All of the blood, sweat, and tears. All of it. Thriving and living. Truly my best life." He continued by sharing his personal experience, writing, "Always room for growth, though. 55 years of lessons. Still putting the work in every day and showing up for me and my family. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Found a love I've never known." He even felt comfortable enough to share his spiritual side by stating, "All glory to God, stay faithful." He even shared some poignant quotes. "Nothing worth having comes easy," Theodore Roosevelt, and Psalm 23:4. "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Producer Randy James chimed in with, "Happy birthday! Your resilience is an inspiration to me." Burton shared a video in his post that depicted various things going on with overlaid text. First up was the General Hospital star blowing out his birthday candles with the caption, "55 and thriving." Next was him doing push-ups with, "Grateful for the road that led me here," written on it. Then was a clip of him riding a wave on a boogie board that said, "Living my best life." Next up was several hamburgers being cooked on a griddle with the caption, "Still growing and showing up, physically, mentally, spiritually." There was a still photo of several kids enjoying a craft, which segued to a clip of him hugging his kids with, "For myself and my beautiful family," written over it. Lastly was a shot of the birthday cake with, "Blessed with a love I thought could never exist," written over it. That was followed by a quick still of Burton and Lundstrom, and ended with the actor standing in front of a "Happy Birthday" sign and pointing to the camera knowingly. The last caption read, "One life. Don't settle." Lundstrom posted several heart emojis, and @BethMyardCottage replied to her with, "At the money, Michelle, you are the love he's been waiting for," also capping off their comment with heart emojis. @SheHanteresa gleefully commented, "This is awesome! Glad you had a wonderful birthday. You deserve the best." Many fans felt the General Hospital star was inspiring, and were also happy that he and Lundstrom found each other. One fan, @KelixNicole, gushed, "I'm crying! We are all so lucky to have you in our lives." Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, July 3rd, reveal that Willow Tate and Wiley Corinthos will have a pool encounter, so Michael Corinthos will feel the need to intervene. Sonny Corinthos also has some PCPD questioning ahead of him, so let's dive in and discuss all the action. First, Lulu Spencer will talk to Laura Collins about how far she's willing to go to make that happen. Laura will no doubt want to avoid the mob drama that's about to escalate, but Lulu may wonder if she's willing to help take Sonny down as part of that plan. At the Metro Court pool, Michael will take Wiley for his swimming lesson, but things will get tense when Willow shows up too. Although Willow will want to spend time with her son, Michael will warn her not to make this harder for Wiley than it has to be. Wiley is confused enough as it is, so Michael will get him out of there as soon as he can. Next, Emma Scorpio Drake will have some advice for Rocco Falconeri as he sits with Danny Morgan. Since Emma will think Rocco owes it to himself to find out the truth, this may involve some talk about Brooklyn Quartermain's file with his name on it. Speaking of Brooklyn, she'll deliver some bad news on Thursday's show. Since Maxie Jones will get a shock, it should be Brooklyn who updates her on their deception investment drama, along with Natalia Ramirez's demise. As for Tracy Quartermain, she'll pay Giovanni Gio Palmieri a visit at the pool. Tracy will insist that Gio's life is in danger and will point the finger at Sonny, but Gio may rush to his defense. Sunny has been taken in for questioning about Natalia's grim fate, so ADA Justine Turner will put him through a grilling session at the police station. It looks like ADA Turner will claim Sunny's in serious trouble and could potentially try to get him to take a plea deal. ADA Turner may act like it's Sunny's best option, but he obviously won't trust her at all. "Why should I take your word on this?" Sunny asks ADA Turner in Thursday's preview video. Sunny may argue that he'd be arrested if the cops truly had any proof against him and turn for Diane Miller for guidance if things get tricky. Next, Dante Falconeri will meet up with Jason Morgan, since he'll have an important question for him. "Do I keep looking, or are they buried in the woods?" Dante asks Jason in Thursday's preview clip. It sounds like Dante will be on the hunt for the masked men who started the fire, but he may wonder if Jason already beat him to it and took care of the guys permanently. Jen Sidwell roped a couple of Selena Wu's associates into this and forced her into a frame-up. But will Sunny and Jason really buy what he's trying to sell? Lucas Jones just predicted a mob war between Sidwell and Sunny, so it looks like that's where this storyline is going instead. Regardless, Jason may assure Dante that he hasn't found the fire starters, at least not yet. Finally, General Hospital spoilers say Trina Robinson will have a warning for Kai Taylor. Although Trina may express more concerns about Drew Kane and how he can't be trusted, Kai clearly doesn't agree. Will Kai admit he blabbed to Drew about Curtis Ashford's Jacinda scheme and provoke Trina's fury in the process? The writing seemed to be on the wall for General Hospital's Natalia for weeks. She drove drunk, was offered a shady deal by ADA Justine Turner, and then entered into another deal with Sunny. However, we never expected her to go out the way she did, and neither did Eva LaRue. Just a few weeks ago, we thought GH decided to write Natalia off the canvas in a neat and convenient way that would leave the door open for her return. She made a deal to start a new life of luxury in Belize, courtesy of Sunny. They would both avoid jail time, and Natalia would be living the good life. In fact, we thought Natalia was already gone when Sunny suddenly told Jason that her flight was scheduled for Friday. That meant she was still in Port Charles. At that point, we knew something was up and could picture her being a victim of a mob hit. Since car bombs seem to be the way things go in Sunny's life, we were ready. But that is not the way Natalia went out at all. Instead, it was much more tragic. In Natalia's final scenes, we finally realized just how damaged the character really was. We learned she was an alcoholic and was apparently on some type of medication that should never be mixed with booze. We watched as Natalia had a mental breakdown right in her hotel room and drank herself into a stupor while popping pills in between swigs. It was at that point that we knew Natalia would accidentally overdose and wind up dead, something LaRue was grateful for. "I've never been killed before," LaRue told Soap Opera Digest. "This is my first time to die," while her All My Children character, Maria Santos, was presumed dead in a plane crash and later turned up alive. We saw Natalia's body and know she is indeed dead. Like fans, LaRue also expected a humdrum exit for her character, but was grateful for the chance to play something much more dramatic. To be honest, the way I went out, while surprising, was actually like an actor's greatest gift because they gave me these scenes to leave that were so juicy and delicious, LaRue said. "If they had just had me go off into the sunset and get on a plane and join Blaze, it would have kind of all been for naught. It would have been a boring exit." The actress also loved sinking her teeth into Natalia's breakdown in her Metro courtroom. Whether he's rocking out with his family to Journey or sharing an intimate family moment, General Hospital's Maurice Bernard clearly enjoys being with his loved ones. On screen, Sunny's got his hands full with a villain who's targeting his children. But outside the ABC studios, Bernard doesn't have all that dramatic danger facing him and his family. He recently shared a fun milestone for his grandson, and the fans loved every second of it. The General Hospital star wrote on Instagram, "It's baby Milo's 2nd birthday. He doesn't say much, but when you're as handsome as he is, you don't need to." Along with that was a video that was set to the classic song Build Me Up Buttercup by The Foundations. With the background decked out with balloons and Disney character wall stickers, Bernard's holding Milo, who seems amused by the proceedings. Unfortunately, Bernard is talking up a storm. But we can't hear him over the music. General Hospital's department head of hair, Angela Ajian, wrote, "OMG, he's adorable." While actress and producer, Anna Damergus, reacted, "Beautiful angel, those looks are for film." The fans all agreed that Bernard's grandson was handsome, with at Loving Lane always replying, "Happy birthday, handsome Milo. Have a happy, fun-filled day, and I hope you love your presents and cake. Yay for two." Another fan, at Grandpups3, wrote, "Happy second birthday, Milo. Enjoy celebrating with your family and friends." And then added the hilarious comment, "BTW, I think the word no is a favorite with the 2-year-old crowd." At Cluabear, Haraj TMI jumped in with the response, "2? Already? Man, time sure has flown by real fast. Happy birthday, Milo." Plus, he gets his coolness and good looks from his grandfather. One of the General Hospital star's followers, at One Time Only, shared the tender, "Happy birthday, dear sweet baby Milo. I hope your day is filled with lots of blessings and love." From emojis to funny gifs, the fans were loving Bernard's post. Another fan going by, at Gurnaid Mama, pointed out something super cute with the comment, "He is gorgeous!" And I think I'm seeing dimples in those cheeks. At Daniel Watkins lovingly wrote, "Happy birthday, Milo. I hope this is one of the best birthdays ever." And then enthusiastically added, "I see the Mickey decorations, and I am such a fan." And at Gina Lacascio 2018 shared a truly kind comment with, "Happy birthday, Milo. They are so lucky to have you, Morit." General Hospital recap for Tuesday, July 1st, reveals that Natalia Ramirez was declared dead at GH. Marco Rios was also Christina Corinthos Davis' hero, but Sonny Corinthos was suspicious. At Charlie's Pub, Christina tried to use a fire extinguisher, but it was no use since the flames were spreading too rapidly. In Marco's car, he was on the phone when Lucas Jones when he exclaimed over something in the distance and disconnected abruptly. It was the fire that Marco saw, so he ran into the building to see if anyone was inside. Christina alerted Marco to where she was, so he grabbed a blanket from his vehicle and covered them both as they got out the back door. At Windermere, Jens Sidwell witnessed the fire from the turret and made a phone call to say he saw that the job was done. Alexis Davis showed up soon after and insisted on vetting some legal filings related to Sidwell's account, which Marco was handling. Sidwell grumbled over it being a waste of time and felt that Alexis didn't trust Marco because of his father. At the Quartermain mansion, Sasha Gilmore Corbin seemed nervous over leaving Daisy Gilmore alone in her crib, so she opted to keep her in the living room as she slept in her bassinet. Over with Jason Morgan, he informed Sonny that Natalia still hadn't shown up for her flight to Belize. After news came in over the phone about the Charlie's Pub fire, Sonny and Jason took off. Molly Lansing Davis showed up late and handed over a gift to Michael Corinthos before admiring the baby alongside Sasha. Once Molly got a phone call about the 3-alarm fire at Charlie's Pub, she freaked out over the danger Christina was in. Cody Bell drove Molly and did his best to calm her down on the way over. Molly called Alexis about the blaze, so Alexis panicked over trying to get a boat back from Windermere since Christina may have been inside. Sidwell seemed alarmed over Christina being in harm's way, and once he was alone, he barked at someone over the phone about how the pub was supposed to be empty. At Carly's place, Jocelyn Jacks gave Lucas updates on Natalia being a surprise christening crasher earlier. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase brought an officer with him to Natalia's room, so Sonny's henchman, Paul, bolted from outside her suite. Chase caught a glimpse of Paul as he left and banged on Natalia's door, but there was no answer. Anna Devane showed up and got inside with Chase, but Natalia was unresponsive on the sofa after all the pills and booze. Chase and Anna considered the possibility that Natalia tried to kill herself or that this was staged. After Chase remembered seeing the guy outside Natalia's room, Anna wanted to look at security footage and find him. Natalia was rushed to GH, where Elizabeth Baldwin and Isaiah Gannon's efforts to save her were futile. Once time of death was called, Liz got Lucas on the phone, hoping he'd be with Marco. Lucas came to the hospital following Natalia's demise and was puzzled over where Marco was, since he was supposed to be heading to Natalia's suite. Outside Charlie's pub, Dante Falconeri got the scoop from Christina and Marco before they were checked out by paramedics. When Jason and Sonny showed up, they immediately questioned why Marco was there. Christina praised Marco for saving her, but Sonny and Marco still seemed suspicious. Marco didn't want to go to the hospital, but Dante convinced him. Once Marco arrived at GH, he found out Natalia had been brought in and flipped out. Marco took off running and cried at the sight of Natalia deceased in a hospital bed. Molly was relieved when she saw Christina in one piece outside Charlie's pub. Christina only had some smoke inhalation and minor burns, so she assured Molly that she was okay. Alexis got reassurance when she arrived as well, but she blew up at Sonny since this was obviously the work of one of his enemies. Since Alexis refused to bury another daughter, she pushed Sonny to do something about this. Christina convinced Alexis to come with her to the hospital, so Molly agreed to come too and got Cody to drive them. A firefighter eventually spoke to Dante about determining that the fire was arson, which made this a crime scene. Back with Jocelyn, she was surprised when Jack Brennan showed up at Carly's house. Brennan spoke with Jocelyn about WSB matters briefly, but she suspected he was hoping to run into Carly. Brennan made it clear that his personal relationship had nothing to do with their work arrangement. However, Jocelyn wondered if the higher-ups knew Brennan was dating the mother of one of his recruits. Carly walked in on a tense moment, but Jocelyn downplayed it and made an excuse to leave. That gave Carly a chance to lean on Brennan over the fire she heard about, since it brought back a lot of traumatic Michael memories. At the Quartermain mansion, Michael received word that Christina was okay and needed a drink after all the stress. Since Michael took a pain pill earlier, he couldn't have alcohol. Sasha didn't realize Michael was still struggling, but he said it was nothing compared to the agony of when he was beginning his recovery. Michael couldn't bear the thought of Christina going through that. Michael also assured Sasha that in a lot of ways, he wasn't like Sonny. Sasha got Michael's promise that nothing like what happened tonight would happen to his own kids. General Hospital spoilers say more danger is brewing in Port Charles, so stay tuned for all the highs and lows. Steve Burton on General Hospital recently took to social media to share a strong message on personal energy and currency. Read on for more about his motivational message. In a new Instagram reel on Saturday, the ABC star shared some great advice. "Stop handing out your energy like it's free samples at Costco," he said. Then, in his caption, he elaborated on the value of personal energy. Burton also noted that your energy is a precious gift that fuels peace, purpose, and power, urging his followers to protect it at all costs. He concluded by saying that energy is currency. Spend it where it multiplies, not where it disappears. The post quickly got a lot of reactions from his followers, who also remembered that it was his birthday. One fan wrote, "I say this all the time. Your energy is your currency. Spend it wisely." Others praised Burton's own positive vibe, with a longtime follower commenting, "You're the best, Steve. Been watching you for so many years, and your energy is awesome." His supporters also sent birthday greetings, with messages like, "Happy birthday!" and "You're not getting older, you're getting better." One fan remembered last year saying, "Last year I wished you a happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. Look, I believe they have. Continued happiness, my friend. Happy day." Burton embraced well-being and positivity, and he often shares posts that inspire and motivate. After he left GH in 2021, he prioritized his health and well-being. When he returned to the show, his ABC fans were very happy about it. Now, Steve Burton gives back to his followers, and his posts frequently focus on themes of resilience, personal growth, and maintaining a positive mindset. So they were thrilled to hear that he finally tied the knot with Michelle Lundstrom, and his life seems to be in a great place. Recently, Steve Burton seemed to joke about how he can tell the future. However, it wasn't really a joke. He told his followers, "Show me your habits, and I'll tell you your future." He added, "If you show me your habits, I'll see where you'll be in 5 years." That resonated with plenty of folks. No wonder fans love his motivational posts. What do you think of his post about energy being currency and how to safeguard it? Let us know in the comments below, and come back here often for all your General Hospital cast news and updates. General Hospital star Maurice Benard shared some sweet family news this week. It was so adorable that nearly 1,000 people commented within hours. Read on for more and see a cute photo. Maurice's grandson, Milo, just turned 2 years old. So, the ABC crime boss took to his Instagram to post about it. In his reel, which was set to build me up, he talked. But fans couldn't hear what he said. In the background were plenty of balloons, so it was a birthday party. In his caption, the real-life Sonny Corinthos told his followers, "It's baby Milo's 2nd birthday. He doesn't say much, but when you're as handsome as he is, you don't need to." The sweet little kid smiled at his grandfather, so he really didn't need to say a lot to show his happiness. Fans quickly filled the comments section with love and birthday wishes for the toddler. One person wrote, "Happy birthday, Milo! You'll be saying so much before long. Gosh, you're only 2. In God's time, as we say. So handsome!" Here are a few more comments from GH viewers. Actually, he does look a lot like his grandpa with those dark eyes and hair. Milo is the son of Maurice's daughter, Kaylee Avila, and her husband, Carlos Avila. He was born in July 2023, making him Maurice and Paula Benard's 3rd grandchild. The couple's older grandchildren, Eloise and TT, also feature in occasional family posts. Back in 2023, Maurice introduced Milo in a social media clip showing big sister TT meeting her baby brother for the first time. At the time, he wrote, "Watching my granddaughter TT meet her new baby brother Milo brought incredible joy to my life." The Benards welcomed grandparent life with open arms. Maurice previously said in an interview that family has always been his anchor, especially during tough times. His social media posts often reflect that, from birthday celebrations to casual backyard hangouts. In another post shared earlier this year, Maurice Benard described a family get-together as a moment where everything was aligned, giving fans a bit of background into how grounded he is when surrounded by loved ones. From Sunday dinners to milestone birthdays, it's clear that the GH star finds happiness in the little things. Do you agree that Maurice Benard seems to be very blessed by his beautiful family? Shout out in the comments below and come back here often for all your General Hospital cast news and updates. Looks like it's the end of the line for Lydia Look at General Hospital. In the June 2nd episode of ABC's daytime drama, Mafia boss Selena Wu was painted all the way into a corner. The reason for Selena's hasty exit can be summed up in 2 words: Gen Z Sidwell. The new big bad in Port Charles bombed Charlie's to send a message to mob rival Sonny Corinthos and framed Selena for the crime, even going so far as to use her men to do the job. More. Break time for Michael's portrayer. No fool, Ms. Wu is well aware that Sonny will demand her head on a platter for nearly killing his daughter Christina Davis. So, Sidwell suggested, Selena should just leave. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Leave. When Sonny is dealt with, in other words, dead, she can return to Port Charles with Sidwell's blessing, Look's departure, and Selena's exit, will leave in their wake a combustible shift in General Hospital's power dynamic. Now the only 2 underworld crooks on the canvas are Sonny and Sidwell. The actress first appeared on the soap a decade ago. She recurred as Selena until 2017, then resumed playing the part in 2021. For more of the show's latest exits, check out our photo gallery of General Hospital's revolving door. Next on GH, Trina warns Kai. Michael is disturbed, Lulu advises Laura. In addition to Trina warning Kai, General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, will also focus on Dante seeking out Jason and Maxie making a discovery. Trina and Kai as a couple may not be long for this world. After all, the former football star turned Drew's congressional intern recently gave his new boss inside information. He told Drew about Curtis's plans to find Jacinda, knowing full well how Trina and her family feel about Drew. He could have held on to this information, but he pretty much blabbed it straight away. Since teasers suggest that Trina warns Kai, has she already discovered what her boyfriend did? If she has, warning Kai may not be the only thing she does. While Lulu advises Laura, Dante may be on the hunt for advice. He already apologized to Jason for making negative assumptions about his parenting. When the detective seeks out Jason, what is he looking for? This may have nothing to do with Gio and everything to do with Sunny and the fire at Charlie's pub, or even Natalia's death. And there's a good chance Jason may not be able to help Dante with whatever he's searching for. Meanwhile, the fire at Charlie's triggered Michael big time. Plus, even though the Baden-Baden burn clinic did an expert job on patching him up, there's a possibility he may have long-term nerve damage. But are any of those things why Michael is suddenly disturbed? Or does this extreme reaction have something to do with Drew and Willow, or even the weirdness Sasha has been experiencing at the Q Mansion? Finally, deception might find itself smack dab in the middle of Sunny and Sidwell's war. When Maxie makes a discovery, does she find out something that will affect her company, as well as the erupting battle between two of Port Charles's shadiest individuals? General Hospital fans can't help but wonder, does Chad Duell regret leaving the show and his character Michael Corinthos behind? Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Apparently, a lot of GH fans would agree that actor Rory Gibson is doing one heck of a job as Chad's replacement on the hit ABC soap. That's because Michael Corinthos desperately needed a refresh, and apparently Rory is delivering the kind of lines and emotions that fans just didn't see in Chad. That said, a lot of people can't help but wonder if Chad might be feeling like he made a huge decision to leave General Hospital, seeing how the soap and even his character are now more popular than ever before. Of course, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some even commented with, "I hope not I, who never cared about Michael or haven't in years, finally do." And a lot of that is thanks to Rory. Also in the decade we had Chad on, he couldn't muster up any chemistry with any of the women he was paired with straight out the gate. Rory has chemistry with Katie and Sophia. Another fan of the show wrote, "The writers didn't give CD much material in the last few years. When he first got on there, they gave him some heavy stuff, but the last few years have been meh in terms of good material. Rory has taken over, so he should stay on because they are giving him great material." And then there was this comment as well. "I think Rory is doing great, but the reason is that the writing is better. He's angry, Michael. I feel bad for Chad. He left because he was grieving and not feeling it. I wonder if they called him before they recast. He did a live recently and explained again why he left, but he looked sad. He said he couldn't say anything about coming back or not. I don't think they'd take him back since Rory has been so welcomed. I'm sure GH cares more about ratings than their actors. It goes without saying that General Hospital fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. General Hospital airs weekdays on the ABC network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by dropping us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Christina Corinthos Davis was inside Charlie's when someone set fire to the pub. In the preview clip for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025, the bar owner can be seen outside watching the place burn. So, Christina clearly survives, but could she refuse to get checked out and later collapse? Could this tale of survival turn into a tragedy? Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the ABC soap opera. Ever since Gen Z Sidwell strolled into Port Charles, residents have been on guard. The villain is a career criminal and mob boss, but also has been able to avoid getting arrested. Moving forward, the villain was likely the one who caused Michael Corinthos' injuries. The bad guy is also likely responsible for the attack on Charlie's. Sidwell was thumbing through photos, one of which was Christina. Sidwell also wants to send a clear message to Sunny Corinthos. Fans watched in the episode that aired on Monday, June 30th, that masked men threw gasoline inside the pub. After that, one threw a fireball into the pub, catching the place on fire. Christina actually wasn't supposed to be there, but an employee called out sick. Thankfully, Christina seems to survive, but soaps are always full of twists. Early in the week, Molly Lansing Davis is relieved. So, that indicates she hears about the fire, but realizes Christina is okay. By the end of the week, though, something changes. Alexis Davis rips into Sunny, refusing to lose another daughter. It's understandable that this fiery attack could trigger a lot of feelings about Sam McCall's death. However, the tone of Alexis's voice suggests something has changed. So, maybe Christina thought she was fine, but actually had smoke inhalation or some other kind of injury. There is also the chance that Christina goes berserk again. The character's mental health isn't the best. In fact, Alexis is still dealing with Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome's blackmail. While Alexis thought she did everything to protect her daughter, could Christina really end up snapping after the Charlie's pub fire? Will Christina's next actions make Alexis realize she should have had her committed a long time ago? Or will she continue making excuses for Christina while blaming everyone else? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you!